Unbelievable. Fine, whatever.
What the hell? Whoa, where am I? What, Rick? What's going on?
A sequel.
Huh? I don't get it.
Yeah, me neither. We pretty much nailed it the first time.
You know, these are my teenage years. I just found out Jessica's single.
Wow, Morty, wow. But I'll tell you how I feel about school. It's a waste of time. Guy up front says 2 + 2. They'll give you a carton of milk and a piece of paper that says you can go take a dump or something. Come on, Morty.
Oh, man.
My name is Rick Sanchez. This here's my grandson, Morty. Come on, Morty, let's go.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, Mom. Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Huh?
Sorry. Keep going.
So it's no surprise that after my Tiny Rick video, I got a buttload of requests to make his nervous sidekick Morty.
Oh, man.
So, aw geez, here's a quick rundown of how I 3D printed and animated Morty. Now you extremely observant viewers might say, 3D print guy, that's not Morty, that's Rick. What kind of clickbait bullshit are you trying to run here, you phony? Well, first,
Besides, you're wrong.
this is to illustrate the 3D modeler's favorite technique. Being lazy. I mean, kit bashing. This is when you take parts from existing models and then you slap them together to create a horrible abomination which is a mockery to the laws of God and nature. In this case, I'm reusing my Tiny Rick model from 3 videos ago, and by making some small tweaks to the face and clothing, I can magically turn him into Morty. For the head, I'm only working on the nose and the hair. The key thing here is to do as little work as you can, which also happens to be my motto in life. For those who don't know, in the animation industry, there's always the impending doom of weekly deadlines. So if you're able to kit bash old models into new ones really fast, you become a god within the studio. In fact, when I first started out, I was working on an obscure little film called Up, and my boss at the time asked me to create a bunch of models for a shot with some photos on the wall. He asked how long it would take me, and I stood there saying, I don't know, maybe like 2-3 days per model, thinking I was really hot shit because at the time I thought that was considered really fast. Now I'm sure he was thinking, man, look at this dumb kid with his stupid dumb face. And then he politely explained how to model this in hours, not days. Step 1. Take a character we already have, like Doug the Dog, kill him, and then break him in half. Step 2. Take an old man like Charles Muntz and put a hat on him. And finally, step 3. Throw this dead dog corpse over the shoulder of the old man, do a bit of Photoshop paint over, and voila! You have a picture of a guy on safari with a lion trophy on his back. So now, dear viewer, you're burdened with this dark secret. And when you rewatch that beautifully sad Up intro and as your eyes begin to tear up, just remember, I had to break that dog's spine in half, just to save myself a couple days of work. Now that I've thoroughly traumatized all the younger viewers, tainting them forever, let's move along. For the painting process, I can't reuse anything because Morty's colors are different, so no being lazy here. But since he's a cartoon, there ain't much to it, just a bunch of flat, solid colors. One thing I like to do is slap on some subtle shading called ambient occlusion. It's just a fancy word for giving your model some extra depth, so when you print it out, all the features have a little bit more definition. Now he's ready for some 3D printing after we do a quick little animation.
Alright, Morty, here we are. Game of Thrones. I hope you're happy with the adventure so far, Morty.
Rick, this is a fantasy-type world with creatures and all sorts of fantasy things. It's whimsical, and I was kind of hoping that I could get a selfie.
Fine, whatever. You better hurry up.
Halt in the name of the Queen's Guard.
Listen, I know this is your world, not mine. My grandson has worked hard. I feel like he's earned a selfie.
You're not going anywhere.
Jesus.
Oh, my groin.
Alright, Morty, this noise. Let's get out of here and go on a classic Rick and Morty adventure. God damn it.
There's more where that came from. You want to get purged? You bring it.
Okay, Morty, get in there and say cheese. There we go. So as they say in Canada, peace out.
Oh, man.
Winter is here. Wait. What
So here's 3D printed Morty. I made 2 different versions and they both turned out great. As always, the files are free to download on my website, and printed figures are available for purchase at 3dprintguide.co. If you like what I make and interested in supporting the channel, I also have a Patreon offering in-depth tutorials, fully customizable files, and loads of behind the scenes material of what I'm working on next. Finally, I know it's really delayed, but I want to thank everyone for helping me hit 100,000 subscribers. So I'm giving away 10 of my prototype models from previous videos. Now some of you may be thinking, 3D print guy, aren't these just your first edition models that you printed out for testing and now you have no idea what to do with them, so you're just giving them away? Here's how you enter. To win one of these one-of-a-kind figures, just subscribe to this channel or follow my Instagram. Or you can do both for a better chance at winning. Just be sure to leave a comment on what you want me to make next. I'll be selecting the winner's comments from both accounts. As always, thanks for watching and leave me a comment on what I should make next. But because if you do, you might get to win something. Or not. I don't know. I'm not a psychic.